is a testament that if you let liberals talk long enough, they will reveal themselves. They will expose themselves. That's why we have to constantly spank them, because they know what they're doing. This man made a couple of videos about me coping, saying, I voted to protect my family. You did nothing but sit back and watch Trump get elected while you talk trash on the internet. And I had to let him know immediately he had the wrong one. I'm constantly providing food and aid for my people. We just had a fire. I provided food and clothes for those who were in need, and I just started passing out Know Your Rights cards. And that's not nothing. But for the record, I think you could sit on your hands and blow spit bubbles all day and still be valid in telling the people who voted for genocide they were dead wrong. So I say this because he keeps on bringing up his nephews, and I'm thinking they're children or some disenfranchised community, but he responds with, and what did that get done? You brought some clothes and food, cool, but in the grand scheme of things, you helped speed run the process. I respond with, I think you helping normalize genocide helps speed run things more than me pointing out it's bad. But hey, I get it. It's hard to think critically when you're in denial. Smoke them. Don't even want to respond to him anymore because he starts asking dumb shit like, how am I normalizing anything? Someone then responds to his stupid question with, how is voting for genocide part of its normalization? Is this a real question? And shout out to the people who have patience where I don't. I'm having far too many of these conversations in real life. I can't go back and forth with someone on the internet who is being purposefully obtuse. Mr. Shoeshiner responds with, I voted for my family, my guy. Y'all chose to make everyone suffer. To which Always the Student replies with, Kamala was going to help them? How? I didn't see her say anything about poverty. And that comment should not be as funny as it is to me, because why did they assume he was poor? Mr. Shoeshiner responds with, you do understand there's a lot more on the table than genocide and poverty. And I'm not gonna lie, after that comment, I was curious to see what he was going to say. And something you gotta understand about liberals is that they will play victim when they are not. They will play victim when they are the perpetuator of the issue. Shoeshiner goes, things like the financial cushion she was trying to provide for small businesses and first-time home buyers. My nephew was literally shopping for a house as we speak. This man framed it like his nephew was in immediate danger. Not that he was just trying to buy a house. Always the Student responds understandably with, oh wow, that's not a bigger issue than genocide and poverty at all. That's middle class nonsense. Say that. I really thought you had something. He responds again, and Always the Student asks the valid question. So I'm supposed to vote for the woman committing genocide so your nephew can buy a house? And then Mr. Shoeshiner takes off the mask and completely exposes himself, confirming something we already knew about liberals. Yep, I'm always going to vote for the comfortability of my family. Always the Student responds with, voting for your own comfortability with the cost being genocide is very American. You are completely whitewashed. And that part. That part. Using the word comfortability when I'm talking a genocide is so strange, but explains a lot, and it do. The last comment says it all. I want the people who voted for genocide to stop acting like it was pragmatic when really, by your own admission, it was for your own comfortability. These liberals don't care about anything but their own comfortability, and Trump jeopardizes that. They don't care about any of the issues they grandstand against unless it affects them personally. And once this white liberal had said, I hope Trump takes everything away from you, and I responded with, yeah, that's something a genocide supporter would say, he exposed himself too. A white liberal is just a white supremacist at the end of the day. Y'all are aligning yourself with some strange types, but hey, as long as you're comfortable,